Hi guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the What If scenarios today, and we're going to be doing another one on 2018 World Cup featuring Northern Ireland. What if Northern Ireland qualified for the 2018 FIFA World Cup? Now this one actually really surprised me because I didn't actually know that Northern Ireland came extremely close to qualifying. So let's have a look at the situation, what happened in real life. So Northern Ireland were in Group C alongside Germany, Czech Republic, Norway, Azerbaijan and San Marino, and surprisingly they finished second. Okay, they were 11 points away from Germany, but Germany were well, they're Germany, aren't they? They're gonna win the group, but to beat the Czech Republic and Norway as well to that second place spot, that's very impressive. So after Northern Ireland finished second, they went to the playoffs and came up against Switzerland, where they lost only by 1-0 over the two legs. That is very, very close. So what I've done is obviously I've used Northern Ireland's real path and replaced Switzerland and put Northern Ireland in Group E alongside Brazil, Costa Rica and Serbia. So let's just say, for example, that Northern Ireland won that playoff game 1-0 like reverse, then they would be here at the 2018 World Cup. It would have been cool to see Northern Ireland at the World Cup. I've realised that there's so many teams that almost qualified. You look at like Republic of Ireland, Greece as well. Like I forget all these like different nations that tend to just fall away from qualification. But yeah, today we're going to be doing Northern Ireland in this group and seeing how far we can get. So before we start this what if scenario with Northern Ireland, let's have a look at the squad for Northern Ireland. And there's not many players I actually know from Northern Ireland. We've got Kyle Lafferty up top, fairly known striker, and then we've got the midfield here. I believe this is this Stephen Davis? I think I believe he's 79 rated, quite a high rated player. We've got Johnny Evans at the back as well, still plays for Man United to this day, which is very surprising. Then you've got other players on the bench here. We've got McNair, who I have heard of before. Yeah, but apart from that, there's not many. I've heard of Cathcart as well, but there's not many players I've actually heard of. So we're going to see how they do here against Brazil in their first match, and it is on Legendary just to try and get the best and most realistic experience possible in this what if scenario. Here we go then, we have Brazil to contend with for our first match of the 2018 World Cup for Northern Ireland. So do I think that Northern Ireland would beat Brazil? No, I don't think they would. In my own opinion, you might have a different opinion, but I don't think they would be beating Brazil. However, Costa Rica and Serbia are a different story, and with Northern Ireland in this group, it's a lot harder to call now that Switzerland are not part of that. You know, in this alternate scenario, if Northern Ireland were in there alongside Costa Rica and Serbia, it might have been a different story. We might have actually seen Northern Ireland qualify for the round of 16. I'm not joking. Like, they could have put up a good fight against Serbia and Costa Rica, in my opinion. I really like doing these scenarios, especially like with the actual groups that would have happened if these nations qualified. I think it's just a decent insight into how the teams would play. I think that most of my what if scenarios, well, I hope anyway, have been like, you know, borderline realistic in terms of performances. I hope so anyway. It's been quite a slow start from both of these nations. Just trying to ease ourselves into it, especially us. We haven't done an awful lot, but Brazil have had a couple of chances. So through ball to Lewis, and he's going to keep running. Very slow player here. And up to you. And the shot is blocked before I could do anything. It is half time. Both sides have struggled to do anything in this one. It's been quite a boring match. You would expect that if this match would have happened in real life for Brazil. Not to walk over Northern Ireland, but still to win maybe like 2 or 3-0. Coutinho running. And he's going to be so much faster than our defence. Look at him. And he just done me there into the middle, and it's blocked again. Like, I think the only saving grace for Northern Ireland at the moment, at the back anyway, is Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans seems to be you know, the man doing most of the work. Brazil have a corner. It's the 68th minute. They still have failed to score. And it's headed and it's caught there. A weak header from Brazil. And I just don't really know what's going on with Brazil. At the moment, this scenario seems to be very unrealistic. And we're going through here with Lafferty. We're going to have to shoot off the post. That would have been wild if that went in. Neymar's been missing in this game. He's barely even done anything. Nothing at all. Very, very strange. It's the 81st minute. And Brazil are trying to play out from this corner. And again, just nothing here for Brazil. They're having an absolutely terrible game in front of goal. No matter what they do or who they put on, it's been a very boring match. Apart from when we hit the post. We are pushing up with Northern Ireland here. Crossed in. And it's in! It's in the 85th minute! And Northern Ireland have got the lead with 5 minutes left to go. And it's Sava with the goal. Wow. Okay, well, I didn't expect that. And I have to say, for the first time in my what-if scenarios, that me personally, this is borderline unrealistic, this match. Because Brazil have had such a bad game, and then we push up the field and score. It's just a bit unrealistic, Northern Ireland beating Brazil. I'm not saying they couldn't ever beat Brazil. Brazil would have had to play really badly in their first game to lose. And, you know, most nations sometimes do play bad in their first World Cup game. Look at Argentina in 2022, losing to Saudi Arabia. And Brazil got it here, and they've gone down. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. In the 90th minute, what's going to happen? Macaulay might get a yellow here. No, it's nothing. I don't know what's going on now. Okay, Brazil might have been saved. And if they score the penalty, then I guess some realism would be... I mean, how is that a penalty for a start? Neymar for the equaliser. Can we do it? Can we save the penalty? No, Neymar has equalised. And that is 1-1. Now, Brazil have been bailed out by a penalty. There's a small chance this could have happened, a draw in real life. You know, Northern Ireland could have locked down, really defensive, and maybe snatched a goal on the counter-attack. And then, you know, Brazil rescue it at the end. I mean, possible. In my opinion, though, I think Brazil are absolutely beating Northern Ireland in real life. So our second match is against Serbia. Again, I'm going to say in real life this would be a hard one to call. I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, Serbia would have destroyed Northern Ireland or whatever. But I honestly think it would have been a hard game for both of these teams. It's a really difficult game to call. Serbia up to Tadic. And Tadic pushing forward. Good ball. And, oh, that's just gone wide from Serbia. That was a big chance to get the first goal. Going to be a corner to Northern Ireland, crossed in, and it's headed away by Serbia. McLaughlin, and that was a decent attempt, but I mean, still saved by the keeper, but it was an ambitious effort. So we have reached half-time here, and it's been a very dull game between Serbia and Northern Ireland. Only the couple of shots between the two, very, very dull. Hopefully it gets better in the second half. Tadic, out on the wing. And it's tackled. Serbia into the box. And, oh, that's floated in. What a goal by Serbia. And who was that put it in? Number 15, it's Sikovic. What a strike that was. And that's 1-0 to Serbia in the 73rd minute. It took something special here. But look at that. Just flicked on like that. And then bang, straight into the top corner. Fantastic by Serbia, and that's 1-0. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said at the start, you know, it was going to be a close game between the two. I was uncallable, so whatever result happens here is realistic. Serbia, oh, again, another chance, missed. So yeah, Northern Ireland have lost, so they've got one draw against Brazil, which is, in my opinion, a little bit on the unrealistic side. And then we've got a realistic game here, losing against Serbia thanks to a wonder strike from Sikovic. So we've got to play Costa Rica next, and that is going to be well, I think it's going to be harder than we think. So what happened in the other game? Brazil won 3-0. So it's looking really, really bad for us. Serbia have already qualified and Brazil are on the fringe of qualifying. We have to hope that Brazil lose and we beat Costa Rica by a big margin in order to go through. So our third and final match coming up is going to be against Costa Rica. The reason why I say final, even though there's a slight chance of us going through, is because I think Brazil will probably beat Serbia and then advance, and then whatever we do here is obsolete. Lafferty on the ball for Northern Ireland, looking to make a move and a statement here in this last game. It could be the last game for Northern Ireland if Brazil win, and great shot and great save as well there. Good movement by Northern Ireland. Dallas on the ball here. Crossed in. It's headed in. And that is the captain. It's Davis with the goal. And Northern Ireland are taking the lead against Costa Rica, giving themselves a chance to get out the group. Our second shot of the game goes flying into the back of the net thanks to that header. The cross was pretty decent as well. And it beats Keylor Navas in net for 1-0. Over the top here, Brian Ruiz, he's got it. Come on, tackle him. No, but it hits the post. How fortunate was that? Brian Ruiz could have equalised there for Costa Rica. I did say that, you know, the last two games that we had here, Costa Rica and Serbia, were going to be very close. And again, Costa Rica kind of proved my point there. I mean, I know it's a video game, so of course it's not hyper-realistic. Of course, we don't have any score update from the Serbia-Brazil match either, so yeah, I'm kind of hoping Serbia do us a favour, but I don't know. It might be too little too late. Ruiz on the ball here, Costa Rica, and they're playing it around nicely, and that is just knocked in by Costa Rica. Number 21 for Costa Rica. He has scored. It's Urena with the goal to equalise. And it was just great play from Brian Ruiz to Urena. Like, he just basically 1-2'd and completely fooled me. Costa Rica are back level. It's been a very, very dull second half. Compared to the first half, it's been very dull. And here comes Joel Campbell, and this is terrible defending, and that's gone in, and Costa Rica are now 2-1 up, and it's that same man again. It's Urena, and he practically does the same celebration as last time. Yep, completely believable. You know, it could have gone either way in this final match. My defending was pretty bad on that play. They just, again, 1-2, and then they just fire it into the back of the net. Bolanos to Urena. And it's saved. Urena has been really good up top for Costa Rica. 5 minutes left to play. He almost got a hat-trick. 2-1 to Costa Rica. Very unfortunate, but it is, well, it is. Like I've said countless times in this video, these last two matches could have gone either way. And it is down to your own opinion whether or not Northern Ireland would have beaten Costa Rica and Serbia. Here today I have lost against both opponents. Serbia have taken the top spot and Brazil have got second. And see what I mean? Brazil lost against Serbia there. So, I mean, Serbia had a great group stage campaign. I think, though, that Serbia might have got that second place position if it had been Northern Ireland instead of Switzerland. But let me know what you think about that one. I'm a bit mixed, to be honest, about that one. Like, again, I'm thinking like there was a possibility that Northern Ireland could have gotten out of that group in real life. But only if they battled hard. Here, I battled hard and I still lost the two matches that I needed to win. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think would have happened in this group. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this what if scenario today. If you did, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always. And I'll see you again for the next video.